While the Western Roman Empire crumbled into ruin, a second Rome rose in the east, surviving for another 1,000 years. Blending Roman law, Greek culture, and Christian faith, this empire preserved ancient knowledge and reshaped the medieval world. This is the story of the Byzantine Empire, Rome's last legacy.
A like helps the channel grow. Your subscription helps keep history from being forgotten.
The birth of a new Rome. The Byzantine Empire began as the eastern half of the Roman Empire, centered around Constantinople. In 330 AD, Roman Emperor Constantine the Great founded this new capital on the site of ancient Byzantium. Constantinople's strategic location bridged Europe and Asia, controlling vital trade routes. The city's position also made it far easier to defend than the western capital of Rome. Constantine actively promoted Christianity, fundamentally reshaping the empire's religious and cultural identity. In 395 AD, the Roman Empire was formally divided into Western and Eastern administrative halves. While the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD, the Eastern Empire continued thriving. Byzantine citizens continued calling themselves Romans, preserving a direct connection to Rome's legacy. Over time, Greek gradually replaced Latin as the empire's dominant language and cultural influence. This blend of Roman governance, Greek culture, and Christian faith defined Byzantine civilization for centuries.
Justinian and the Byzantine Golden Age. Byzantine power reached remarkable heights under Emperor Justinian I, who ruled from 527 to 565 AD. Justinian dreamed of reconquering territories lost to Germanic tribes in the former Western Roman Empire. His brilliant general, Belisarius, successfully reclaimed parts of North Africa, Italy, and Spain. These military campaigns temporarily restored much of the Mediterranean under Byzantine control. Justinian commissioned the construction of the magnificent Hagia Sophia Cathedral in Constantinople. This architectural masterpiece featured an enormous dome, considered an engineering marvel for its time. Justinian also ordered the compilation of Roman law into a comprehensive legal code. This collection, known as the Corpus Juris Civilis, profoundly influenced legal systems for centuries afterward. Despite these achievements, Justinian's reign faced significant challenges, including devastating plague outbreaks. His ambitious rule marked the height of early Byzantine wealth, power, and cultural achievement.
Religion and the Orthodox Church. Christianity formed the spiritual and cultural foundation of Byzantine society and government. The Byzantine emperor held significant religious authority, closely intertwined with political power. Constantinople became the center of Eastern Orthodox Christianity, distinct from the Western Catholic Church. Elaborate religious rituals, icons, and ceremonies played central roles in Byzantine daily life. Religious icons, sacred images depicting saints and biblical figures, held deep spiritual significance. A major religious conflict, known as iconoclasm, temporarily banned the veneration of these icons. This controversy caused significant political and religious tension throughout the 8th and 9th centuries. Byzantine monasteries served as important centers of religious devotion, education, and manuscript preservation. Missionaries from Constantinople actively spread Orthodox Christianity throughout Eastern Europe and Russia. This religious influence permanently shaped the cultural and spiritual identity of the wider Slavic world.
Law, culture, and learning, Byzantine civilization played a crucial role in preserving and transmitting ancient Greek and Roman knowledge. Byzantine scholars carefully copied and preserved classical texts throughout the medieval period. This preservation later significantly influenced the European Renaissance centuries afterward. Byzantine art developed a distinctive style, characterized by intricate mosaics and religious iconography. Byzantine architecture blended Roman engineering with distinctly Eastern artistic and religious influences. Education remained relatively advanced, with Constantinople serving as a significant center of learning.
Byzantine scholars made notable contributions to medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. The empire maintained a sophisticated bureaucracy, essential for governing its diverse, complex territories. Byzantine diplomacy became renowned for its complexity, subtlety, and strategic sophistication. This blend of preserved knowledge and cultural achievement cemented Byzantium's lasting historical significance.
Military innovation and Greek fire. Byzantine military strength relied heavily on innovative strategy, technology, and fortifications. The empire developed one of history's most mysterious and effective weapons, known as Greek fire. This incendiary substance could reportedly burn even on water, devastating enemy ships. The exact composition of Greek fire remains a closely guarded secret, lost to history. Constantinople's massive defensive walls, known as the Theodosian Walls, protected the city for centuries. These walls successfully repelled numerous sieges from various powerful enemies throughout Byzantine history. The Byzantine military combined heavily armored cavalry with skilled infantry and naval forces. Byzantine generals often relied on diplomacy, bribery, and strategic alliances alongside military force. This combination of strong defenses and clever strategy allowed Byzantium to survive numerous existential threats. Byzantine military innovation played a crucial role in the empire's remarkable, prolonged survival.
The Great Schism and growing isolation. Religious tensions between Eastern and Western Christianity gradually intensified over several centuries. Disagreements arose over religious authority, theological doctrine, and church practices. In 1054 AD, these tensions culminated in the Great Schism, formally dividing Christianity. This split created two distinct branches, Eastern Orthodox and Roman Catholic Christianity. The schism significantly weakened relations between Byzantium and Western European powers. Cultural and religious differences increasingly isolated Byzantium from its former Western allies. This growing division would later have serious consequences during Byzantium's most vulnerable moments. Despite religious separation, extensive trade and diplomatic relations initially continued between East and West. However, mutual suspicion and religious rivalry gradually deepened over subsequent centuries. This lasting religious divide profoundly shaped medieval European political and religious history.
Crusades, decline, and fragmentation. The Crusades, originally intended to support Byzantium, eventually became a source of significant harm. Western Crusader armies frequently clashed with Byzantine authorities over strategy, territory, and resources. In 1204, during the disastrous Fourth Crusade, Crusader forces shockingly attacked and sacked Constantinople itself. This devastating betrayal severely weakened Byzantine political, economic, and military power. Following this attack, the Byzantine Empire fragmented into several smaller, competing successor states. Although Byzantines eventually recaptured Constantinople in 1261, the empire never fully recovered its former strength. Continued external threats and internal instability further weakened Byzantine authority in subsequent decades. The rising Ottoman Turks steadily expanded, gradually surrounding shrinking Byzantine territories. By the 15th century, the once mighty empire controlled little beyond Constantinople itself. Byzantium's long, slow decline set the stage for its ultimate and dramatic downfall.
The fall of Constantinople and lasting legacy. In 1453, Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II launched a massive, decisive siege against Constantinople. Despite desperate resistance, the city's defenders were vastly outnumbered by Ottoman forces. On May 29, 1453, Constantinople finally fell after weeks of intense siege warfare. This dramatic event marked the definitive end of the Byzantine Empire after over 1,000 years. The fall of Constantinople is often cited as marking the symbolic end of the medieval era. Many Byzantine scholars fled westward, carrying invaluable classical manuscripts into Western Europe. This migration of scholars and knowledge significantly contributed to the European Renaissance movement. Byzantine legal, religious, and cultural traditions profoundly influenced Eastern Europe and Russia afterward. Orthodox Christianity, Byzantine law, and artistic traditions endured long after the empire's political collapse. Byzantium's legacy remains a crucial, often underappreciated, bridge connecting the ancient and modern worlds.
For over 1,000 years, Byzantium carried Rome's legacy forward, preserving ancient knowledge while forging its own remarkable civilization. Though Constantinople eventually fell, its influence on law, religion, and culture still echoes throughout the modern world. If you enjoyed exploring Rome's last legacy, subscribe for more epic empire stories, and let us know in the comments which civilization we should explore next.